G'day everyone, this is RoyTucker. Joining me today is the master of all things blah, MasterBlah. How you going, man?
Hey, you're bloody well going, and I'm doing very well, and yourself?
I'm glad you're doing well. My throat is absolutely killing me. We have just casted 4 games in a row.
Yeah, just about that, and we've been, well, yeah, let's just see. Okay, so in this game, we have ezmouse versus Team Y.
ezmouse voices, I like the way you said voices there.
The Radiant is ezmouse, Team Y is Dire. They don't have any tags, I guess to annoy the hell out of us. So let's see how this game goes so far. The bans on Radiant side have been Darkseer and Lycan, and the bans are Nature's Prophet and Broodmother, which are standardish bans, getting rid of some powerful pushers and initiators.
This is by the way, we should probably mention this, the first time we've ever seen these teams or any of these players before, so we have no idea what kind of strategies they go, no idea what their play styles are, no idea what the strengths and weaknesses are overall. It was the first pick, we have Invoker, this is the first time an Invoker has gotten through to the picking stage.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to get rid of some pet peeves there with the Broodmother ban. I can tell you right now, she's one of mine. But yeah, getting the Rubric and the Chaos Knight because they're not too sure how to verse them. But yeah, that Invoker right there, boom. That's a very strong handle on the game for Team Y. Sorry, ezmouse.
Windrunner at your service.
Tends to be the straight up ban simply due to the amazing array of roles they can play. And there's been the Dire, some very fast picks coming out. From the Dire side we have the Windrunner and the Queen of Pain, and from the Radiant side we have the Shrek. So what do you make of this?
Well, it's pretty simple. Simple, good, powerful heroes, and very high mobility, good push, carry kind of thing coming along there for the Dire, while powerful, very, very powerful push. Chen, he's gotten through. Someone's willing to play him, and that is going to be amazing to see if he plays it well.
Tied up. So the odds are we have a pushing team for Radiant.
Oh wow, well, seeing as it's the metagame, team fight or pushing, that's generally how it goes. But yeah, Tidehunter being picked, sorry, not poked. We pretty much had him every single game, so...
That's a testament to the kind of character he is. He's a very good team fighter. And initiator. Once he gets his Blink Dagger up, he's a very good initiator as well.
Yeah, but until then, he's really a counter initiator.
Yeah, as we saw in the last game we had, where 2 teams smoked up in very close proximity, walked right into each other, and Tidehunter just immediately hit R, and his team was able to win the fight because they were able to get rid of the Enigma on the enemy team straight away.
Yeah, very well. Let's take our attentions to this game and think about the next bans that are coming up. I'm going to say they're going to be banding out some carries. Boom, right there. Morphling.
Yes.
Actually, almost every single game we've seen, apart from last game, Morphling is the 4th ban for the Radiant side.
Yeah, no surprises there, because the game he actually did make it through. He actually won the game for his team.
Yeah, that was an intense amount of carry, like ending the game with 300 agility because he's Morphling.
And we see the Dire coming out with a ban of Lone Druid, so they're also banning out some carries as well. And Lone Druid is also a pretty good pusher with his bear, so they don't want to give him the Radiant side too much pushing potential.
And then they get rid of a counter pusher, but yeah, getting rid of the Lone Druid was a good idea, because if that was in there, that's a carry that can push from square one, pretty much. And they got rid of a counter pusher on the side of the Radiant. And then
another pushing hero, as well as a teamfight hero.
They're going for an early end, and I don't even think they'll bother picking up a carry. They don't need to, really, with this Invoker and Leshrac, which are both very powerful semi-carries, can definitely take up that role, as long as there's not a pure hard carry on the Dire side. But I think they're waiting for that. Maybe I think it would be wise for Dire to pick up their hard carry last if they're going to.
Yep, and Shadow Demon hasn't been banned out either, so they could be saving that pick as a counter for whoever they decide to go with.
I don't think Shadow Demon really fit on the Radiant side, but Sand King, a great counter pusher, that's for sure. You want to try to get me? Boom, my ultimate just killed all your creeps.
I would have thought Earthshaker a bit more.
Oh, true that. I don't know why they didn't pick up an Earthshaker. That would be brilliant against all these creeps that they're going to be summoning out of the arse of the Radiant. Since I'd say the Invoker, if they're going to go with this pushing thing, because he's going to be going Quas Exhort, not Quas Wax.
Well, you never know. They could be saving this last pick for an Earthshaker and just have this massive team fight with Tidehunter, Sanking, and possibly an Earthshaker. They would just wreck anyone who's caught inside that.
Which we did see work from Team Elevate. That was actually pretty brilliant play on their part, but let's hope it could be replicated if they do that.
Yes, that was a very good Earthshaker. I nearly knocked my drink over. It's a good way to start a cast by spinning Diet Coke all over your keyboard. Yes, it's Diet Coke. It is not Coke. Get over it.
We're healthy people.
There's the Shadow Demon, as I said.
You were right. I'm sorry.
Oh, that makes me feel so good inside.
Yeah, I guess they really wanted to play that Shadow Demon, really maybe stopping them from trying to pick up a carry, because he can take them down pretty well. And also stopping initiations and things like that.
So what do you think the Dire should pick with their last hero?
You know, without a hero list in front of me, it's kind of hard. Maybe some kind of ranged semi-carry. Definitely, maybe a Storm Spirit, or...
Mirana, maybe?
Mirana, yeah. Something... Mirana... Okay, if you want to stop pushing and team fighting, Pugner's your man. Come on, come at me. My ward will kill you.
I'm getting some FPS drop. I'm just going to check to see if
This looks like a normal lag.
We are still recording. In fact, I may have just minimized. It's only minimized. Yes, it is still recording. Thank God for that. That wouldn't be the first time.
Did you just delete it? Okay. Sorry about unprofessionalism, guys. Now I'm just going to name off the... Okay, so we do... Okay, I'm looking at Herbertin on the Sand King, while we have Yam on the Windrunner. We have Wubdez on the Pugner. CZ on the Tidehunter, while we have Lings on the Queen of Pain. You take the Radiant.
I think that's just Dez. I think Visible is actually a clan tag from another clan.
Yeah, it is.
And for the Radiant we have, on the Invoker we have Varge, playing an Exalt Worker, by the looks of things, first level Exalt, that gives him great last hitting capabilities. On the Chen we have Generous, and we also have someone's downloading.
Okay, on the Enigma we have Ali, on WPR on the Leshrac, and Adro on the Shadow Demon. So, by the look of these lanes, these are pretty interesting. A Shadow Demon and a Leshrac in the same lane. That'll help. I guess Shadow Demon will help Leshrac line up his stun, while Chen obviously jungling. What else would you do with him? In the meantime, by looking at these lanes so far, they might even go with a normal 2-1-2 setup. It is possible.
I was just looking to see where the wards were on the Radiant side. It turns out they're on the Enigma. Normally you see teams go out together to place these wards, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. The Queen of Pain has the wards for the Dire side, but she has quite a lot of mobility. She doesn't have any points and skills here, but she can generally save the first point, just to see which one you need.
Sand King has no items. Interesting. No, is he? Yeah, he's going back to get some items. I hope. That'd be completely ridiculous if he didn't.
He just helped his derp. In fact, he gets the courier to bring him to him. Leaves an Iron Branch on the courier. Interesting choice. May not be his. Who knows?
We'll check.
No, I wouldn't say. For some reason, doesn't say who it belongs to.
Oh, very well. That's a bit weird. So yeah, we see some defensive wards being put down for that Windrunner. Looks like he's going to be a long lane, but we've got a tri-lane with all supports.
The battle begins.
So I think that's going to be more of a roaming one of those heroes. I'm not sure which one. I'd say the Sand King will be roaming out of all of those. Yeah, hey, straight away up on the Queen of Pain. I bet he's really happy about that. He's definitely be able to force that Invoker.
I see in the top lane we see initiations and attacking. Burrow Strike straight away. The blast from Pugner, and that'll be the first blood to Enigma. The gush also coming out from the Tidehunter. So just too much CC from the Dire side. Just gets the first blood on the Enigma, and he is not. I wouldn't be happy with that.
That's a tri-lane against a solo lane. They're really going to have to change that, or they're going to get decimated.
Yeah, the Enigma doesn't have a fantastic escape mechanism like the Windrunner. Turns out the Windrunner... I was about to say the Windrunner, turns out she's going to be all... it's 1v1, but then we have the Disruption coming out from Shadow Demon. The follow-up's done, fantastic timing, and this will be the end of Windrunner. You would think she Windruns away. it runs out now. The auto attack's just not going to be enough. In fact, we have a Chen coming through as well, but she knows that that's coming because she has the wards right there, and that was close.
Great ward. You can definitely see the difference in experience here from these teams already. Because that ward right there is perfect for stopping a Chen. It's the anti-Chen ward of Doom. And that ward doesn't actually spot it. He thought that it was over there, right next to the trees near where Chen is.
Oh, it could be that. It could just be to stop him from placing a ward there later on. Who knows? Well, actually, I say later on, but these actually run out much quicker than the reserve wards. So who knows? It could have been what he said. I'm not sure. You see, the Invoker already has his level 2, so he has a Sunstrike up. He has presence where all over the map doesn't even have to be there as he gets harassed down a bit by the Queen of Pain. A few auto attacks. He doesn't have Quas yet, so he can't really out regen that yet. So he just elects to Tango up, and he shall be fine.
Wow, Enigma, no experience so far. This tri-lane is devastating against him. Because they're pulling, you're going to the lane, you're going to die. And guess what, you're going to get no frigging experience either.
There we go, he gets his first... Yeah, didn't even get a last hit, so but he did get his first experience. So he is well on his way to becoming the Enigma we all know he can be.
Or die a lot.
Or he could die a lot, we don't know yet.
Either way, this should be a good game so far with some good action starting up there with a very quick first blood.
Yeah, we see Shadow Demon just pulling the creep wave into the jungle to bring the creep wave for the Radiants back down to their tower, so to make farming much safer. And against the Windrunner is not going to have too much fun when the lane is pushed that far because she can't safely get farmed because there's a Shadow Demon looking around. Watching the Leshrac using his split earth on a creep. That's fair enough. Maybe we didn't want those things to attack his tower. No sorry.
Well, yeah, tower can regen your mana and your health can't regen. So every single little amount of tower health counts.
Or he simply just wanted to get the extra damage on the creep so he could kill it faster. Who knows? As we see the Sand King diving on this Enigma.
Radiant's top tower
not going to be able to do much with that. And in fact, the tower thankfully electing to attack the range creep instead of the heroes.
Pugner opting to get some stats instead of his other abilities. That can work, but his other abilities, while he doesn't use them early game, later game, you really need those levels. And as you don't get too many levels with the Pugner, I'm not totally agreeing with that. But definitely I can see where his logic is.
It looks like in this tri-lane they're giving the majority of the farm to the Sand King so he can get possibly mana boots and a fast blink dagger because they need something like that. Whoa! As we see, Invoker just miss a Sunstrike on the Queen of Pain. Probably wouldn't have been enough to kill her. Actually, whoa, 225 damage. That would have been close actually.
Would have half healthed her more or less.
No, she was already on half health.
Well, half that health, I meant.
But then she boils up anyway. So she is all well and good. As we see, we have two in... No, they're smoked. Don't have the invisible. No, they just smoke. There goes. Invoker is not aware. He is aware now. There's the lead up stun. This could be the end of Invoker. A few more last hits. One more. Sunstrike. Not going to hit anything. Not that would matter. And Invoker goes down.
Yeah, they see that they're not doing too much apart from denying that Enigma, and just being able to gank like that is a good freedom, which the Radiant right now don't have. Enigma, they need to hold their lanes pretty well.
I'm just getting his first level into Crepify now, so that blast is going to hurt like anything.
Radiant's mid.
Oh wait. He didn't get level in stats, that was just his items. He just didn't level up any of his abilities. I stand corrected.
Is under attack.
That's a strange strategy. Probably not, might have just... Well, actually, that is good, because if he knows that a lot of people are going to come cast, he can easily just put a couple levels in his wards, but it looks like there's going to be a dual gank coming across to kill that Enigma.
Yes, the Sand King and the Tide Hunter just coming around the jungle. They're pinging. I'm not sure if it's the Sand King or the Invoker that's pinging. I would say it's the Sand King. Just to let the Pugner know that they are there. And this is the initiation here. We should see the lead up Burrow Strike. Nope. Actually, Sunstrike and Invoker. Whoa! One more auto attack on the Pugna. That is the end of Pugna. We have the Leshrac coming in to help. This is not looking good for the Dire side. Fantastic play there from the Leshrac and the Invoker with a good Sunstrike. And Sand instead of leading up with his Burrow Strike, may need to use it to get away. In fact, no, he can just walk away. But still.
Pugna should have definitely decrepified then to lead in, allowing the Q on the Sand King to do a lot more damage, but he opted not to do that. We're just having an action down on bottom with some massive harass going on Chen, but that probably won't be a dead one until the Windrunner hops in.
That'll be the end. Oh, no. Saved by the disruption.
Poison, brilliant.
No! And we see the Invoker now going on the Windrunner. Windrunner does not have enough mana for anything. There's the Sunstrike. She dodges it. But one more auto attack, that'll be end of Windrunner. And now they're going to go on the Pugna. He does have enough damage, enough mana for the Nether Blast, but to kill the Shadow Demon, but the Shadow Demon will be fine.
Yeah, that excellent Invoker really punishing them with his almost 100 damage early game. That's devastating.
Yeah, so Queen of Pain has been very busy early.
2-0-0, yeah. This Leshrac's actually doing very well for himself with a farm of 25-17, keeping up those denies.
Yeah, and for half the time he was at top, supporting the Enigma, and ended up getting... Well, he ends up making 2 kills, definitely. So this Leshrac, some very good play early on.
Yeah, he's got a fast point booster. He's doing really well for himself, but he's getting ganked up. We've got a Queen of Pain going on him. We've got a massive stumble coming out from Sand King, and dead. Yeah, nothing much. He did get, but the Sand King's in trouble. Will he live? Oh,
Windrunner just moved. Oh, there's the Sunstrike. He's gone. Yeah, Windrunner just moving back into there, just to trying to get some of the edicts off of Sand King, but they end up running out, and then Invoker just taking the kill. Fantastic foresight from the Invoker, and Sand King will go down, and he is probably raging, smashing his keyboard against his monitor.
Great map awareness from Invoker.
And see, we have a black hole from Enigma. There's TP support coming in. There's Shadow Demon. Enigma may survive. He will not survive, in fact. But Pugna does go down as well. They're now going to chase down this Tide Hunter. There's the slow. No, it's not the slow. Yeah, it is the slow. Poison coming out as well. And then another Sunstrike doesn't hit. That would have hurt like balls. Unfortunately, it did not hit.
I don't know what slow you're talking about, but hey, his ultimate wasn't up yet for the...
His ultimate wasn't up. What was I thinking of then? I was...
no, that was just his Soul Catch, which right now makes him take 40%, 30% extra damage.
Yes, which would have... If the Sunstrike had hit it, he would have died. Like,
oh god, yeah. Well, that's basically no magic armor. You are taking... How much magic damage?
There's an Invisible Queen of Pain. They're looking to go on the Shadow Demon. The disruption there. Another Sunstrike coming in is not going to hit. Actually, it does hit 2 heroes. Unfortunately, if it had hit 1, he would have died. But they get the kill anyway. With Chen getting using Test of Faith on the Sand King to finally kill him. And the Wild King's just...
Dead.
Yes, Chen is now dead. You see the Pugna trying to get down this Enigma. That is dangerous because Leshrac is there. Leshrac with a great stun. And that'll be the end of Pugna as well, and his ward. So another 2 heroes going down for the Dire.
Yeah, this is a fairly close game so far. Some real nice back and forth action, but it coming out on top for Dire because I think they have a much more solid lineup. While they are missing a carry, so well, both teams are. So this is going to be a big early game brawl.
Well, those Tide Hunter just having some good foresight to see that Invoker was probably going to try the Sunstrike, but those auto attacks from Invoker with that Exhort up hurt like you wouldn't believe. And Tide Hunter lucky to escape. One more last hit would have absolutely finished him. And instead, it looks like they will probably be able to get this tower. No, they're backing out because they know that the Sand King is there.
We got some Winner actually opting. This is unusual. She's got a level in her ultimate very early on. This is probably because she definitely... Oh, no, we got some initiating down on my Shadow Demon, but he doesn't have his level 6, but there is a Leshrac, a massively powerful stun, and destroyed. Good job by them.
This Leshrac is just moving himself all over the map, and he is having a presence wherever he goes. He is currently sitting on 315. Most kills, most assists in the game. He has had a hand in basically every kill so far.
And most creep kills.
And most creep kills, so he is playing out of his skin.
But not most deaths. We can give that award to Sand King or Pugna.
Yeah, Leshrac needs to feed more.
That's it, he needs to be most in everything. Oh, look at that Maledict just burning through that tower. Wow, that is an amazing sight to see.
Yeah, he has elected not to get any points in his lightning storm. They can go straight for the push and straight for the gank rather than the harass. So will it be denied? No. We're on Lex to Shack instead of denying. The power shot is not going to land, so not too much. In the meantime,
that is a trade though.
Yes, it is a trade. It's the dire side take out Radiant's top tier 1 tower as well. In the meantime, we see Pugler going down. Well, you'd think, yes, he does go down. I think the Sunstrike did most of the damage. Sanking coming through with a Spell Strike from Shen. Fantastic save by Invoker, pushes him away. In fact, he heals himself as well. The DOT won't be enough to kill him, you don't think. In fact, we have a Cold Snap coming up from Invoker on the Queen of Pain, and then she goes right into stun on the Leshrac. Leshrac having a presence wherever he goes. Ravage coming out from Tidehunter, big Ravage, in fact, catches 3. Big Burrow Strike out from Tidehunter. He's got to take all the Edicts though, and he's going to go drop down like you wouldn't believe. And the remainder of... Oh, Tidehunter's going down and go down as well. Fantastic Sunstrike from the Invoker. And now Winrun is forced to run away. She may go down as well. Is there a Sage of Stun? No, there's no stun at the moment. And there she goes. So that was effectively a team wipe in favour of the Radiant.
That was some brilliant play. This Invoker's really showing his strengths. They should have thought about banning out and that Invoker because he's bringing a world of pain for them. I guess they thought that maybe if they, well, that Pugner there, stop that Invoker because Invoker spells do cost a lot of mana and is casting them quite frequently, especially later in the game. But I don't think that's going to face him much at all.
Just have a look at the gold graph now. It's now 5,000 in favour of the Radiant already, and 7,500 experience in favour of the Radiant also. The Radiant are looking pretty happy right now, especially with the Invoker getting lots and lots of monies. Yeah, it's 2.3k now. What do you reckon you can get?
Who's this? Okay, Invoker, what was going to be heading towards his Agnum staff, or he... I'd do some none of the going gills, but I'd say Agnum's out of everything.
He has a circle still. He could be going...
Oh, of course.
Drums.
Drums, as if I didn't think of drums. Remember, you're the Invoker player, not me.
I am the Invoker player. I want to see if you know how to play Invoker.
Barely at that. Well, times that I have played Ninja to work. Okay, we've got action bottom.
Yeah, we have mass TPs coming through. In fact, all the heroes are running down, and the Dire is forced to back off because they know they cannot take him at the moment. I think, yes, Sanking has just hit level 6, and Titan is level 6 as well, so they do have all their ultis. But Titan's Ravage is on cooldown after that big team fight in the middle, which ended up not going their way anyway. But yeah, next on Invoker, I'd probably, after the drums, I'd probably get a... Well, just give me that extra mana because he is quite a... Sunstrike unfortunately misses on the winner, but it doesn't matter, they were going to go down. She's going down like anything straight away anyway from all the other stuff, like Maleficent from the Enigma. And they take out Pugner's ward and say, let's keep going.
Looks like Queen of Pain on the other hand is going to get a tower middle. Nope, the TP support coming in, so she's not going to be getting that, especially with a very fed Enigma. But
that's
yeah,
an Invoker. That's not an Enigma.
He's an Enigma.
And look at this Edict just absolutely tearing through the tower. He is not wasting a single one of them, just hovering just out of his range.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So things not looking too good for the Dire team. Invoker is just racing Queen of Pain to the Illusion Rune. Who's going to get the Queen of Pain? Of course, because she can blink, but she will pay for it. Invoker making sure that one more auto attack will do it, and that is the end of Queen of Pain.
Blink don't make you invulnerable, Mr. Queenie.
Yes, the Cold Snap from Invoker is just so strong, especially early game.
Yeah, and look at him, he's got his Forged Spirits up and ready to do some major pushing down. This is probably going to be a down tower unless the Sanking can pull off a nice big ultimate.
Yeah, they're just going in for the kill here. I say in for the kill, they're going in for the very advantageous position. There is Borosrek in from Sanking, no stun coming out from the two, but unfortunately the Hand of God from Shen. Basically Cecil, the kind of thing. Black Hole coming through, catches the Sanking, kills him, and the Winrun, so she can't shackle out of it. With the Enigma goes down, the Sanking is the only other one dead, so not too many kills in this team fight actually, which is surprising. A lot of heroes on low health though. Leshrac is TPing out, he'll be fine.
Once again, some decent play on their part, but let's see where this goes. They weren't able to pull off that push, but they're still keeping up a large amount of pressure. But that middle tower's got to be gone.
Dire's middle tower.
Here comes the TP, and this could be a good initiative. There's the fortify coming out, so they don't actually get the tower yet. In fact, they're not going to initiate. Shadow Demon is searching. He elects not to go on.
Radiant's
to
middle
harass
tower
instead.
has been denied.
So the Invoker returns to farming. He has a staff of wizardry. Could be going for straight for an Aghanim Scepter, or he could be going for a 4-staff for the extra mobility, considering he doesn't have any points in Wex, which gives him incredible speed. Then the Shrek just pushing back the wave on top lane. Anyway, you were saying?
Nothing really, was just noting it's way in front of the ways of the Radiant. They're really doing quite well here, and there's not too much the Dire can do since they really don't have much in the way. Oh, Pugner is the only one that can. Pugner and Tide can help in a major comeback, but they really have to get off the perfect ward, the perfect ultimate.
Yeah, Pugner now has a mechanism, so they should have a little bit of an easy time in the team fight. They do have a better team fight team, it just hasn't gone. The team fights haven't gone their way just yet. The last one was probably the best they could hope for, because they're very much out leveled, but they still managed to make it a 1-1 trade.
Yeah, hugely out-leveled. Their top hero in levels is... Oh, not anymore, Queen of Pain just leveled up, but their top hero was as much as their lowest hero on the enemy side. And when that usually happens, you know it's going to be GG soon. Oh no, here we go.
Hunter has his ultimate in 4 seconds, 3, 2, and he needs to find a good place to use it. And Pugner taking a lot of burn damage. They will find the Invoker. The Invoker tipping out right away. Will they use anything to stop? Yes, the Burrow Strike coming in from Sanking. That'll be the end of Invoker.
Die with me.
Hunter saving his Ravage, which is a good decision. Ravage would have stopped him from TPing away, sure, but it would have been placed.
Yeah, right, they just got majorly caught out of place. It was a good decision on the Radiant's part not to actually initiate on that. That would have been a mess.
And now we see they are wailing away on this tier 2 tower for the Radiants, which is not something the Radiant would want to accommodate for too long. Pugner just places his wards and just rushes. I was going to say Pugner is going to rush in to defend the tower, but realize he's on the team! He is pushing the tower, he's putting an advanced ward. What am I thinking?
That's there's nothing hammer that, but the best thing to do when you're playing Pugner is to actually hide your wards into the trees, because you can barely know where it's coming from in a massive team fight. And even then, in the team fight, where you're just going to run into trees while people are wailing on you, I think not. You just got to ignore it. It's all you can do.
There was Leshrac sitting in the Roshan pit, probably going to the secret shop, and the Dire team were aware of it, but he moves up from now, so nothing more is to recover. They probably may have thought that he was trying to Roche for some strange reason. As we see, Malefic's coming out on the Queen of Pain, but she will be A-okay because she has Blink, and Blink is overpowered.
Yeah, Leshrac's doing really well for himself with a Bloodstone already at about 16-18 minutes, I think he got it, and look at him now.
Yeah, Burrow Strike coming in from the Sand King, just to clear out the Eidolons. See Shadow Demon resulting just to farm up from the creeps that are coming in, just keeping the waves pushed out so they don't have any unwanted pressure while they are out destroying face.
Yeah, this is very much gone into a stalemate right now, where other people basically a bit off for a cooler, which helps both teams, since it was very hard for them to push on to the Dire, and they really didn't want to let their lead slip.
Windrunner poking around Roshan, not sure exactly what she thought she would find. We do have a smoke coming up from the Radiant side. And who will they find first? It could be that they're just going to go straight into the Roshan pit. Who knows? They may not be aware that the enemy team just left there.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, there are 5 and there are 3, and the 3 are about to be caught out of position with their pants down. They have now been seen. Cold Snap on the Sanking, he will go down. There's nothing more to do. Burrow Strikes in just to keep him on. Ravage not coming out. No point wasting that. He was going to die anyway. And 3 heroes dropped down in a matter of 5 seconds.
Even though Enigma did technically waste his ultimate because the Shadow Demon made the Tidehunter disappear, brilliant play by their part. A bit of a miscommunication.
And now they're going to rush.
Yep, good bloody idea. Why else wouldn't you?
Good bloody idea, I say.
This idea is covered in blood.
They do know, though, that they're there, so they could come and counter-initiate. We should stop talking in this accent. It's quite terrible, actually.
I don't even know what accent I'm even doing.
I mean, anyway, they elect to leave Roshan. Which is smart. They don't actually realise that the Queen of Pain is there. She is actually invisible. And now, nope, they're not going to think about. Yes, they may think about taking it for themselves, but yeah.
Nah, they don't have the characters to take
it.
it.
I don't think they would. The Radiant side don't actually have any. They only have one ward up by the looks of it, so they don't. They wouldn't actually know if they did go in.
That is true, but either way, they definitely need to stay on top of their wards. Hopefully they do that, otherwise it will be a fall on their part.
Another
here we
just
go, this is going to be interesting. Down bottom, are we here for the team fight of the century? I say, ooh.
Here we go, the Leshrack's charging up. There is the poison. Actually, we've got a net coming out from, I'm not sure if it's one of the creeps. Sanking, gets stunned though, brilliant stun from Maleficent from the Enigma, stops the Sanking ultimate. Tidehunter has used his Ravage now, gets pushed back by the Deafening Blast. Actually, the Radiant side are in a bit of trouble here. Great Shackle Shot, great stun as well from the Leshrack. Joker still goes down anyway. Leshrack gets triple kill. Do they know where the Queen of Pain is? Shadow Demon found out, but he probably wouldn't want to do that. Anyway, they do find her now, and she'll probably go down, you would think. There's no blink coming out for her. And a team wipe, which it looked for a second there as though the Dire would come out on top in that.
Yeah, I was thinking, holy shit, the Dire's going to get this. But next thing you know, Shadow Demon just popped down that extra 50% damage. Did you see how, I forgot it was just melted next to that friggin' Nature's Prophet. No, yeah, that's right.
Nature's
Sorry, it's got something to do with nature normally. His other name. Oh, that was just an amazing team fight. These heroes meshing incredibly well together.
It was the Dark Troll Warlord who has that ensnare. I was trying to figure out who it was. I know it wasn't Centaur. The Centaur has his taunt, and the Ursa has his clap.
Clap not being incredibly useful, sadly.
The ensnare wasn't that useful either because Queen Pain just walked.
We're making our waste a blink.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, they were looking to push down. Yeah, they've already pushed down. The Shrek's edict is just so bad. But the Shrek is shackle, fantastic shackle actually, and then a Burrow Strike followed up. Not much extra. In fact, Shrek gets wailed on by the Tidehunter. Huge black hole coming out from Enigma. Catches 4, including the Tidehunter, who does not have his Ravage anymore. Invoker with the Meteorite doesn't kill anyone, but they do get the kill on Tidehunter in the end. A Sunstrike somewhere. Where is that Sunstrike? I couldn't see it. It did hit the Pugna though. I just battled over my screen through that. Anyway, we see the Queen of Pain getting focused down Maleficent. It's a massive stun from the Leshrac. Unfortunately, did not follow it up. That would have been a huge blow for the Dire. In fact, it still is because they still lose 3 heroes.
Yeah, let's see what the Sand King's going to do. He does have his epicenter, but that was an amazing fight, even though that Pugna had amazing wall placing. Did you see that thing zapping everyone? But it just wasn't enough. That's going to be a Rax, I'd say. Unless Tidehunter has his ultimate. Which he does.
He does have his ultimate. He does not have Blink though. Invoker pushes him back because he knows that here the ultimate would come.
What's he doing?
No, he goes down before he can pop it off. It's not a good decision there. The Shrek with a massive stun catches the win run. The Pugna died before the stun actually went off. So, and that's another 3 kills in fact. And this will definitely be Rax.
20 stacks on the Shrek's Bloodstone now. But look at bottom, that's a nasty creep wave going on there.
Yes,
your base is under attack.
No, that's top. MasterBlah just pointed to my screen saying the top was bottom.
No, it is, because it's low. That was pushed. Oh man, my brain can get so kerfuffled sometimes. Leshrac on 5,000 gold. What's he going to be getting? I'd think
Divine Rapier. You gotta go Divine Rapier, man.
I'd get myself some boots of travel.
Come on, be legendary.
He would be legendary getting that. Divine Rapier and a Leshrac.
They'll be telling tales of this Leshrac for years to come. With 20 stacks on his Bloodstone and Divine Rapier.
There once was a Leshrac. I'm sorry.
Oh god. As we see smoke coming up from the Dire, they will probably only catch the Chen out. Well, Chen's a nice hero to catch that place because it means he doesn't have that that's a heal. Blink out from Queen of Pain. There's the stun, and that'll be just the death of Shen. Nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. Enigma has his blink dagger now.
There we go. Now they can finally get some proper initiation, not just that awkward. You initiate. No, you initiate.
As we see, one Wildkin. It does belong to Chen. He's just left it there. There he goes. Still no Roshan.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Dai could easily pick it up at the moment.
Voka's about to run to Windrunner. They both initially walk away from each other, saying, oh, I'm not touching that. The shackle shot from Windrunner unfortunately latches onto another instead of being Voka, which would have made it very interesting. The Tidehunter is there, so he could have made something of it. He doesn't have his blink dagger. He has a quarterstaff, though. Maybe going for a forestaff, which is interesting. Where does he use a quarterstaff? One of those, what do you call that, things? The rod that you build into an orchid, that's the one. That's what I know it as these days. Oblivion staff?
Yeah. Leshrac, wow, he just outright buys a Black King bar because he can.
Unfortunately, not quite as legendary as a Divine Raven, but he does take the tail down. Gets himself an extra 500 gold, so you never know, he could build up to it next time. Yeah, look at this Bloodstone just regenerating his mana back so fast, able to pop his to use his ultimate without too much trouble.
Oh yeah, well, another 40 stacks and he can leave his ultimate on. Well, at full level, but I don't think he's going to get 40 stacks.
Oh, you never know.
That would be ridiculous.
You think by the time he got 40 stacks, it's going to be over. It would be late, right? He just charged right in. He wants those 40 stacks. Goes straight for the ward. In fact, the disrupt on the Tidehunter. I mean, fantastic Sunday from Leshrac. Great position to play. And great. How the hell did he get his rubber jump? I thought he was dead before he hit. Queen of Pain ulti coming through. Fantastic every sensor, but unfortunately there's not too much follow-up. In fact, he gets stunned by the Leshrac and he goes down as well. And the Queen of Pain goes down, which won't. It would be a team wipe. So 4 kills. In fact, there's the GG from Pugna and from Enigma, and this looks like it is over because.
Wow, that Leshrac is just like, hey, I'm magic immune and I do like 100.
And he purchases a flying courier.
And buys it at the base.
And kills it.
Gets it killed. That's something I haven't seen before.
Yeah, they know they want it.
So yeah, the GG was cool. That looks like that was a good game. A fast game. Actually, the fastest we've had.
Yeah, it was nice to have a fast game for once because my throat was absolutely caning. A shackle coming out from the window on 2 guys. I'm not sure who. Someone gets force stuff right into the front wall. Shrek very lucky to be alive after that. I'm not sure who force stuff is, but they were obviously not controlling. The Sunstrike not going to hit anyone. If it hit the Pugna, he would have died like you wouldn't believe. He has max level exhaust. And Queen of Pain just does not want to take this torment for too much longer.
Well, they've called the GG. That's it, mate.
They could just leave. Windrunner has in fact left. In the meantime, the solo mega range creep, she is not going to be able to take down this tower. And you see the Dire side just slowly getting towards taking down that.
Dire's top tower.
You can tell they concentrate. They have more.
So, what did you think of this game? It was an utter wreck. Their composition was pretty good. They tried their best with some countering on the Dire side, but that Pugna ward wasn't really able to follow through with the devastation that it was needed to ruin the enemy team. They were just too tanky, too fast.
Oh, the tri-lane at top looked like it had potential after they got their first roaming game, and they shut out I think it's they shut the Enigma out completely. But then the Invoker into the Shrek was just so good early game, and that just snowballed like you wouldn't believe. And Tidehunter will go down again.
Yeah, with this showing of the power of Leshrac, maybe we're going to see this more banned later in the tournament. I bloody would. That character's a beastly.
If he's played correctly, and he really was played correctly. And at the moment they're just farming kills by the looks of it. The Windrunner's not even in the game, she goes down. And the Mega Creeps are finally getting down the last tower, and we'll move on to the end very soon. So we won't prolong their misery too much longer. And this is the end of the game. So thank you very much for watching. Any final thoughts?
Well, thanks for watching. That was really great, and I hope you enjoy some of our other casts, and don't do drugs.
Yes, please.